Good evening, everyone. I am Vero the Impaled, and together we're gonna watch a race from the Castlevania Aria of Sorrow Randomizer tournament between Smilefires on the left and Berix on the right. Our runners are gonna start momentarily. So this randomizer is an area randomizer, which means every time a player will sit an area, we don't know where that transition will lead to, which leads to some pretty funky castle layouts for sure. And it might as well be noted that both runners will have Black Panther, the dash ability, as their first progression item in the castle, to make sure they have equal access to this very important speed upgrade. We indeed have one tracker that is not me. Here we go. Smilefire starting a bit earlier than Berix. Having everything 90k. What do we have? Millikens is not great. Pitch Black is decent. Yasusuna is a good katana for sure. Ooh, Lightning Doll, excellent red. Succubus is a good yellow as well. Interesting. Looks like Berix went with Succubus. Okay, so Smilefire has Lightning Doll and Berix has Succubus. They both Pitch Black and Yasusuna should be good enough for the early game. And they are now headed towards their first upgrades. We are expecting Black Panther right away. Here it is. Panther gets it. Berix gets it as well. And Berix goes to check that left exit clock tower. Probably not something you want to do right away. Most of the checks in the clock tower are, all the checks are either on the bottom part or on the left part. There is nothing on the right. So not really something too exciting to explore right away. Okay, Smilefire is making the same discovery. Berix will destroy this boss in no time with Yasusuna, which is not your favorite blue. Lilith and Minotaur. Okay, we have we have both plus 8s. Minotaur is plus 8 strength. That helps weapon damage and red soul damage, and Lilith is plus 8 int. That affects blue soul damage. What just happened with Smilefires while I was looking at Berix? I see the timer progressing, but there doesn't to be any movement. Yeah, maybe a crash or controller issues. Let's see if Smilefire is able to recover from that and reset. Worst case, you can just reset. A 2-minute differential isn't anything that you can't recover from. Oh, a Minotaur pause. That's a very real possibility. Meanwhile, Berix is clearing all of these checks on the top of the corridor. Nothing too exciting. We have a number of canisters. Any of these canister souls can be the Dracula souls. I will remind you all that in this randomizer, the Dracula souls that are needed to progress past Graham are randomized, so we have to find the books and figure out what they are. Alright, Smilefires goes down in this terrible trap of spikes in the clock tower. Let's see if They did save. Yes, okay, they had this save, so just a big differential with Berix, but you know, 40 seconds you don't have to redo in the beginning. Fighting Cooking Skull after Berix did. Here's the witch. Let's see. Here's the riff from the bat. Alright. Might as well follow Berix for now because he is just ahead. And Smilefires is mostly going to do the same thing that Berix has done in the past. Ooh, Vanilla Chapel here. That's pretty good. It's an area you are not afraid of to die in the early game, so you can clear a number of checks at no risks, really. Here we are looking for Malfasts and the books, of course, as well as a Skula or Flight to allow full exploration of the castle. Nah, nothing of the sort here. For Berix, rotten meat is not what you are looking for. Neither are those fist weapons, the Cestus and the Mag Punch, I think they were. I don't really know. I'm not a big expert on the fist weapons, so they might be something else. Alright, Berix having a little bit of trouble heading towards the top of that room. And going the long way through the bottom. Cream Pop. Not bad, healing is important, potentially. And here is Malfast. Good old Malfast. Pretty nice. Going for the Manticore straight away, not saving. Reasonable. Playing to Manticore doesn't happen a lot in these randomizer runs. Here we go. Let's see if Berix will opt to check the top of the room. Yes. Okay. Clever move here. Opting to check the top before leaving the room. That means that Berix is not getting all of the spawns of the gargoyles and ghosts and all that. Ooh, Skula here for Berix. We have both double jump and Skula for Berix. Pretty nice progression. Almost all of the castle is available to Berix right now. Uncurse potion is not really that great. And flying armor, pretty much useless once you have access to Black Panther, which is all the time in those rando runs in this tournament. And here, Berix will be unable to check to get that, but he can buy the Lightning Doll Soul at the shop that he probably noticed on the first time around. Ooh, Giant Bat! Here is Fight for Berix, wow! Berix now has access to the entirety of the castle. 6 minutes in. This is a very fast seed when movement is concerned. Now we need to find the books. Okay, Berix did buy Lightning Doll. We'll be able to check that. We're hoping for a Rush Soul at the moment, probably, if we're Berix. And here we go, Manticore, the best of the Rush Souls. This is really nice. So now Berix has Skula, Double Jump, Flying Armor, Giant Bat, and Rush Soul. So yeah, there is nowhere in the castle that Berix will be unable to go now, which is very convenient this early in the run. Going to check that exit on the right here. Cemetery. Not the worst. You get a number of checks in a pretty small space, so that's quite efficient. The only big question is, what will the boss be? Berix might not be comfortable at the moment fighting Legion. What do we have here? Galamoth! Oh well. I was wrong and now I'm right. Prior we had no time access, so that specific corridor in the inner quarters would have been inaccessible for Berix. But now he can get there. And Headhunter should not be too bad, especially with Manticore. And opting to go with Minotaur, which is pretty good, because the katana can do multiple hits, and so it makes use of the Minotaur boost multiple times, because the Minotaur boost is flat. And now switching to Manticore to damage the old lady. Yeah, this is not too scary for Berix. You need to be a bit careful on the final form. That is very agile and can go on the ceiling and poison. But I trust Berix's skill here. Interesting divergence here. Smilefires opting to go for the cemetery exit right away instead of checking all of the early game checks. They can definitely do that later, so it's not a big deal. Berix did trounce Headhunter, no problem. Ooh, Satan's Ring! One of the best accessories in the game, for sure. Very, very exciting to find this early. Poison Fist! This is a very good weapon, but that happens to be a bit difficult to use, so it will be interesting to see if Berix finds something better, because it's not the best weapon in the game, and if Berix doesn't find something better, will he opt to stay with those katanas, mid-tier katanas, or try his luck at the Poison Fist, which is great damage with pretty low range, so it can be a bit difficult to land hits on the late game bosses, but really worth it if you can pull it off. More rushes for everyone. Sadly, you don't really need a rush soul. The only place where like Devil would be useful versus Manticore is the Headhunter fight, because Headhunter is weak to the blade element that Devil has. So once Headhunter is down, nothing else than Manticore matters in the rush soul department. Alright, Berix back into the early game, going to check the shop once again, because Headhunter allows you a shop upgrade. What do we have? Ooh, Eversing. It's a pretty... well, one of the best defense boosts in the game. Maybe the best, I'm not sure. We're gonna buy Eversing. Yeah, it's a big boost compared to our Pitch Black. We have Red Minnow. Very interesting. Okay. No great weapon to buy for Berix there. We're gonna stick with Yasuna for a bit, it seems. Yeah, Smilefires is just slightly behind. Maybe catching up some due to his decision to check this area early. Not really sure how much time it will take Smilefires to explore all of the early game checks. Berix did have to backtrack into the top of the CP room, check because of the lack of lightning doll, so that will be a little time saved for Smilefires, but really, realistically, Berix is still pretty much ahead. Now opting to explore the clock tower, and not going for the left checks there. That is an interesting decision. And heading straight up the bottom. Okay, so Berix is just interested... Oh no, that TP you have to get at least. Wow. Not a fan of Berix's decision here to not... Oh, and just... Safe splitting. I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe he realized he missed that section. Those checks here, in my experience, pretty often have some interesting stuff. I'm not sure if there is a reason in the workings of the randomizer that makes it that way, or if it's just my random experience, but... Okay, what do we have here? Kicker Skeleton. Not useless, not that great either. Berix is opting to not save split and keep that. Wow. Taking off everything for the spikes in order to take less damage. Because the more armor you have, the more damage you take on those spikes. Go figure. Well, it's something in the game's code, but it's a bit counterintuitive in my book. Alright, Berix now deciding to explore the left side. Battle Sword is nothing to write home about. Berix making his way to the top of the clock tower. We'll see what the boss is there. We'll also have a couple checks on the bottom left that were nothing too good. Alright, boss time for Berix. Smilefires opting for a different route, so now we have a divergence. Previously it was just Smilefires trailing behind Berix. Oh, that's very unlucky for Smilefires. A blocked path all the way at the top of this tower. Not cool. And Berix is fighting Legion. Let's see how it fares. I don't think Berix has much healing. Didn't see him buy a lot in the shop. So lack of mana and or health might be an issue for Berix in this fight. Oh, we have Succubus. Okay, Succubus is excellent sustainability. So it could take time, but I don't see Berix dying in this fight. Oh, here's the Poison Fist. I'm not sure this is the best place for it because the multi-hits on the Yasusuna seem to be doing a better job. And also a better job at healing you multiple times. Let's watch Berix fight this Legion while Smilefires is still exploring different path. Now making his way into the reservoir and our best friend, the inner quarters. We have got him off, so we'll be able to check that right away. Couple checks down there. Is this army or war fatigues? War fatigues. Wow. And a Sherman ring. Yeah. Nothing too good here, I'm afraid. Let's see what the... Oh, okay. Probably saving first to then check the guy off. Checks and resets if they're not good. Here we go. What do we have? Hippogriff! Wow, yeah, we are not resetting out of that. Really, really nice find here by Smilefires. That imbalance between them with taking different amounts might pay off for Smilefires. Because so far in this long route of Clock Tower into... well, Clock Tower, Berix hasn't been finding anything too exciting. Ooh, Belore for Smilefires. Let's see how that fares. I think we are on Yasusuna as a weapon. We also have Lightning Dole. Okay, we can do multiples of 22. But Minotaur should help bring that up to 29. Alright, if we can land some multi-hits, this will not be too bad for Smilefires. But it looks like their positioning is a bit off. Ooh, let's see what Poison Fist does. 44, okay, and then you can land 2 hits per jump, straight sword style. Straight sword style, not easy to say. Let's see how Smilefires fares in this fight. Meanwhile, Berix is exploring the other side of the reservoir. Smilefires was on the bottom, and now Berix is at the top, heading to Eastern. Will be pretty interesting to see what's there. I know that in the community there is a divide between people who like to do Eastern and some other people that would rather just skip it entirely and do it only as a last resort. Looks like Berix is in the first side of this. Woo! Nice zip here. That's a pretty recent find, I believe. You can use the boat to push you to the wall and zip all the way to the top. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Algorithm zip, yes. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Okay, here in Eastern. What is this blade again? Osafune. Yeah, it's a long blade. That can be interesting in some situations. It doesn't have the best damage, but when you just need like range, it can come in handy. All right, what's this blue for Berix here? Allura Une. Okay, interesting healing option. Peeping Eye, alright, in case you forget where a breakable wall is. Oh, and that's a book. I wasn't able to catch it. Berix menuing is too fast. But Berix did find the yellow book in Eastern. So if Smilefires opts to not do it at all, it might come to bite them in the rear. Basilisk Cockatrice, thank you, Luicho, for your vigilance. Yes, Basilisk is very special because it lowers your attack, your damage by a ton, and increases your defense a little. So it can make, if you decide to fight the whole Graham fight with Basilisk, it will make the fight horribly slow and also dangerous because the more time you leave Graham, the more occasions he has to hit you. And nice Stolas here. And if you opt to fight Graham with your normal mean, and then switch to the Drag Souls at the last moment, you have to be precise and not overdo it. Let's see how these players decide to do it. We are not there yet. Lots of checks to check. Two more books to find. I do not think Berix has that soul just yet. The Basilisk one. Might have missed it, but I believe we don't have it. Nothing too good in upper... How do you call that? Dance hall. Silk robe. Oh, Smilefires found the top floor. Very, very good to see. Runting, pretty decent poisonous straight sword. Straight sword are just very convenient to use, with the ability to cancel by just landing. So my general rule of thumb is, when in doubt and I have two weapons that are pretty close in potency, I will opt to use the straight sword. So I think I would be very happy with this running here. Let's see what Berix uses on this death fight. Very good indeed. We are just lacking a top tier weapon, like ideally. But we have great armor, we have Satan's Ring, and we have good weapons. So far they're mostly good mid-game weapons, with Poison Fist being endgame ready but a bit difficult to use. I want to see some Levitain or Muramasa. Of course, you can always hope for the fabled Claim Solace and or Final Sword, but I think Muramasa and Levitain are reasonable expectations. Oh. Duplicate Skula in the top floor for Smilefires. And a beef curry. Alright. Are we hungry? Let's find out. Smilefire is going to check that eastern exit in the top floor. Let's see where it leads. Forbidden, alright. Yeah. That's the reason, well, Forbidden was something bad. Might have been clever or better for smilefires to make a save before heading here, to be able to save split in case there is nothing good here. Would also have been worth it in case the area was not interesting. Let's find out what we have there. Vanilla claim? How about that? No. Basilisk in the claim spot. Oh boy. So yellow book in the Eastern Reservoir and yellow soul in the claim spot. That's two spots that people tend to not like to do if they can avoid it, so could be interesting. Like if Berix tries to stay clear of the reservoir of the forbidden area for a long time, and Smilefire decides to stay clear of the Eastern for a long time. Oh wow. They might be in for a long trek, but here's the blue book for Smilefires. Wow, this forbidden is stacked. Basilisk on hammer? Alright. Didn't see that, so that's pretty good for Berix. Still though, the blue book is in here. So Berix might need to make his way into the forbidden eventually. Alright, Smilefires would like to not die here, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, and Berix found the floating. Almost vanilla floating. And here's the red book for Berix. Wow. Things are getting to move. Well, that's not English. Whatever. Skull Archer. I think we have that. Maybe not. Maybe that was in my previous run. Getting things mixed up. Alright, so Skull Archer, Basilisk, and Allura Une. That's not great offense. For sure. Chaos Dancer is one of the most useless souls in the game. Wildfires right behind Berix in the gardens. So that's pretty interesting because both players are in the same place, but they have had a pretty different trek to the castle before, and Smilefires is still missing the yellow book, whereas Berix is missing the blue book, and they both have the red book. Ooh, inner quarters here for Berix. He should be able to get those checks and find the hippogriff. Oh no, heading straight out. Well, just checking, I suppose. Oh, here's the top of Berix. Really nice. Good to know it's here. Yeah, I think Berix is gonna now clear the inner quarters. How do you call this? Checks, and then come back. Could also take the TP and then head into the top floor to use that TP and come back here. That could be a plan, and it looks like it's what Berix is gonna do. Fair enough. For the record, Smilefires has already been exploring the inner quarters, and the main find there was Hippogriff in the place that you know what it is. Galamoth. Checks. Sorry, I'm losing my words here. Being a very bad caster. I'm not sure what Smilefire is looking for. Maybe he's not too familiar with where the checks are in the garden and how everything interconnects. Alright, back to this area for Smilefires. Probably gonna check that exit on the right here. Let's see where it leads. Reservoir. Oh, I think Smilefires already knew that. And that's where they got into here the first time around. Oh yes, Berix has bad, definitely. He got it super early. Not sure about smilefires since they have hippogriff, so we didn't really see many opportunities to use that. Or Ruxes here, smilefires, not a bad find. Definitely better than pitch black. Berix clearing all of the checks in the top floor that smilefires did clear earlier. Smilefire is about to check the cascade room checks. We have 2 that we don't know yet, and 1 that we were about to scout from the top. That was high potion, I think, or high mind up. High mind up. And the flesh golem room has S-stock. Nothing too exciting. Ooh, this though could be good. Gravekeeper, all right. We don't really have much use for it right now because, of course, Black Panther is a faster way to move around the castle, and we do not have any great weapon that requires backdash to cancel, like Balmung or Final Sword, that kind of stuff, or even Gungnir. Everything we have so far is cancel on landing. Uh-oh. Smilefires, don't die, please. Heal. Thank you. My heart. Please preserve your cat's heart. I need it for future chemistry. Right, now the big question is, will Smilefires opt to check the Eastern Reservoir? Or just branch out and leave through the left? And it looks like it's the second option. Oh, what do we have here? Skelly Blades, alright. Not bad to have. Merman Room has nothing good. A Rapier. Okay, yeah, Berix just cleared the Forbidden, or is clearing the Forbidden, rather. Here's the blue book. Did Berix get the blue book elsewhere and already knew what it was? Because I don't think he read it before resetting. Alright, thank you, Kirby fan, for yeah, it's hard to follow 2 runners at the same time, so it makes sense. So Berix has all 3 books actually, and just now looking for the souls. I believe he did find. Well, I was told he did find the basilisk in the shop. So I believe they have Allura Une as well. They found it earlier, both players. So Berix would just be looking. Ooh, nice Ascalon here. Berix would just be looking for the Red Soul Skull Archer. I think that's where we are at. For Berix. I believe Smilefires is still missing the yellow book that was in Eastern Reservoir. Now doing the clock tower checks. What was here again? Oh yeah, it was the Kicker Skeleton. Alright, not even caring about it. Makes sense. This was in Forbidden, but apparently it was also in the shop. Haven't been able to see it for myself, but I tend to trust chat. Was Guy McGuy? Is that not playable? No, I'm sure Cockatrice is the farm for the yellow soul for Basilisk. Not sure what it is for the red soul. Alright, we'll figure it out. Let's all keep ourselves informed, and we'll get there. Okay, Berix just found Hippogriff in the column of checks. Smilefire is about to battle Legion. Should not be a problem at this level. After battling Balor. And with Manticore and all our nice weaponry. Berix gonna exit the quarters from the left, leading to the bottom of the reservoir. There was nothing of much interest down here, I believe. Power belt, nothing to, or is it even called that? I'm not sure. I'm bad at identifying subpar items. I only care for the best. Berix finding Persephone. That's healing, but we already have Succubus and Allura Une. So healing is not really what we're concerned about here. What we're concerned about is Skull Archer. Rox is here. Probably gonna switch. It's debatable. Everything has a higher defense, but Orox's boosts both int and strength. So it's really like a risk-reward, I suppose, a balance between defense and offense. You have to choose what you want, where you want to strike. Neither player has found the arena so far. Arena has a lot of checks and can be very good to look for if you can get there. You can find it, that is. Okay, let's... Oh, okay. Cheap Persimmons. Persimmon is not the greatest healing, it's like in the 200 range, I believe. But having 9 of them still makes for a safe-ish late game. Well, pretty safe late game. Safe-ish is a bit of an understatement there. Alright, Berix is heading towards his next destination. Alright, probably gonna check some of the upper corridor exits. Oh boy, Jupiter climb with the red. Welcome, Chubsters. We were just casually watching this race between Berix and Smilefires and being a little bit confused about who has what. They both have mobility basically, and we know Berix has old books and is probably just looking for Skull Archer. And Smilefire is gonna find his final book soon in the yellow, in the Eastern Reservoir. So we are heading towards perfect book situation for both players, and it's really whoever will find Skull Archer first. Lightning Doll, duplicate Lightning Doll here for Smilefires. Alright, where does it lead for Berix? The Study, alright. Study also has a number of checks in a pretty small space. And I believe now all of the blocked off exits that could be on the top are out of the way. Oh, duplicate red book here. Not too great. So there is no risk of getting stuck at the end of study if you end up going that way. Ooh, duplicate yellow book for... Or, no, first yellow book for Smilefire, sorry. It's the one that Berix found earlier. Woo! Big Golem. Completely useless at this point. Allura Une for Smilefires. So now... Smilefires... Okay, do we have Skull Archer? No, we don't. Okay. So, confirmed, both players are just looking for Skull Archer. And it's whoever finds it first. It looks like Berix is ahead in that race because he is now exploring the study. Whereas Smilefire still has to head to their next destination. And it could lead to arena, yes. I'm not sure what left exits or entrances are remain, but maybe it's just arena. Maybe maybe there's one way into the, how do you call that thing? Into the dance hall? I'm not sure. Maybe we've seen both of these already. Definitely this one. That's why I first just went through. Not sure where the bottom one leads. My poor mouth is having a hard time. Let's see where Berix is heading next. Well, or rather, what he will find in those checks. Mind up, not even going for it. And red canister. Skull Archer! Berix is in go mode, my friends. Alrighty. Smilefires checking dance hall, but there is nothing of worth here, right? If I remember correctly. And Berix still opting. Oh no, he's just heading to the TP. Alrighty. So we will need to operate with those good but not excellent weapons for the late game. With cheap Persimmons, though, I'm not too worried for Berix's survivability against the later fights. The one thing I'm worried about is the Basilisk Pinkerdraxel situation that could lead to some awkward Graham fighting. But let's see how Berix handles that situation. Meanwhile, Smilefires is resetting, or sleeping rather, out of this stupid corridor. Alright, Manticore, Rune Ring, Stolas, Lightning Doll, and what's the weapon? I'm not sure. Poison Fist, maybe? Oh, Ascalon. Oh, yes. Berix did find Ascalon. Not bad. Nice positioning here by Graham. We also fought Death, Valor, and Legion, so we have a lot of levels. So we're getting really good Manticore damage there, even though we only have Stolas and not Lubicons. Landing some Ascalon hits with the backdash cancels. Let's see how greedy Berix is, how many hits he tries to land on the first phase before switching. Looking at the map, interesting. Dosta! Alright, now switching. Let's see how much damage Ascalon does after Basilisk for you to know. Woo! 14! Alright, wow. That was very precise aiming by Berix there. Nicely done. I don't know if somehow the map gives him some information about the health of the enemy. But it's either a good map or some sorcery I'm not aware of. By Berix here. Nice usage of a katana to land lots of hits on the disgusting core that is Graham's body in this monstrosity. Uh-oh. Health is a bit low. We do not get too greedy. We have healing. Berix did math. Yeah, that's not too hard to believe. Berix is a very experienced runner. Hey, Julius. See you later. And Undine behind Graham. Amazing. We can now walk on water. How exciting is that? Is Smilefires checking the same spot again? Smilefires appears to be a bit lost here, while Berix is heading towards the Geolis fight. I think he remembers where the gardens were. It's Vanilla Gardens, so it's pretty easy, to be honest. Well, almost vanilla, I suppose. Yep, heading straight there. No hesitation at all. Smilefires going back to the chapel. Yeah, I think Smilefires is lost. To be honest, it's pretty easy to be in trouble here because the only entrance into the study is the bottom one, because the top one is arena. And you have to find that one door to progress if you're smilefires here. Especially since were tigers are found only in the arena, so you can't even farm the red soul. Or are they? I'm not positive, but I think it's werewolves in the reservoir. Well, it's werewolves in the gardens. And we're jaguars in the reservoir, and we're tigers in the arena, I think. Don't put me on that, but I think that's how it is. So if so, that would mean that you can't even farm, you have to find the study to progress. Which, of course, is not good for smilefires. Berix did find Balmong and is mauling Julius's face with it. Or trying to, at least. Getting interrupted by some Julius moves. Julius is I think, the hardest boss in the game. Lots of movement, he's very fast and sometimes a bit unpredictable. Somewhat, you can manipulate him somewhat, but it's not 100% in my experience. Phase 2 has less HP than Phase 1. So we should be able to... Oh, funny. Looks like Berix disabled Skeleton Blaze. It is something you can do in this game, disable the Grey Souls. Doesn't happen a ton. I suppose it can come in handy. Especially in this fight where you do a lot of crouching and jumping separately and you don't want to do both at the same time. Julius is down, Berix is now exploring the Chaotic Realm. Smilefires did find the study in the end, but it might be too late. Here's a red book. Well, duplicate red book. It's the red soul we're looking for. I think Berix's lead now is impossible to... Duplicate Gravekeeper here. Thank you very much, game. I think it had to be a duplicate because we already had all greys. Guessing it was just curiosity that got Berix here. Smilefires did fight Big Golem. I think the Scholarship was in the very top of the study, so number of checks to go before Smilefires finds it. Berix is now getting close to the end of the realm. I think he has all he needs for a fight. Going for this soul here, why not? Could be the big hunt. White Dragon is not really what you're looking for. I guess it's worth checking. If it's Lubicant, it's gonna be a huge time save on the boss. Oh, Delicate Manticore here. Thank you, game. That blue though could be nothing better than Manticore. So I'm not sure I'm in love with that play by Berix of checking it, but yeah, of course, it's only a matter of a couple seconds, so it's not a big deal no matter what. Alright, let's fight. Not even saving. Berix is that confident. Let's see that Graham fight. And here's Kalasha for Smilefires. Okay. Yatsuna, Satring, and Manticore, of course. Gonna use Minotaur, I think, on phase 1. And... oh no, Succubus. Wow, okay, that's a super safe fight. Well, of course, phase 1 you don't have access to Succubus right away. But it will be good to heal on the... once you have killed the yellow statue. Wow, those 85 per hit, you can land triple hits on these if you're precise with your positioning, and Berix is landing a number of these. It's really, really big damage. Down goes the yellow statue. I think blue is not far behind. We are healing at the same time as we do the thing. Starting to reload mana with Rune Ring. Will give us a number of Manticore uses in phase 2. Look at this, all of this damage and all this healing from Berix. Really, really good. Now, the only thing that could hurt Berix is a very unfortunate combo in phase 2, like getting hit by 2 of the little balls at the same time, plus the big ball or something. It's unlikely to happen, but you never know. This fight is sometimes a little bit unfair. At times. Sometimes at times. Good English here. Alright, it's going for Yosusuna. Not using Matiko right away. Yeah. Minotaur is a nice +6 damage boost on these Yosusuna hits. Ooh, here comes one ball. Here comes one ball. Down with 2 eyes. Yeah, can't really hurt the core yet. So we'll probably need to switch. 95 per Manticore is good. And with Rune Ring we can land a number of these. Okay. And 24 per Ascalon. Yes, okay, that's doable. 4 per Yosusuna wasn't too exciting, but 24 per Ascalon. If you add the mana healing capabilities of this build, will make for a decent, reasonably fast second phase with 2 eyes. Not sure it's optimal, but it's gonna work for Berix. It's gonna work just fine. Here comes some more Manticore. Loopy-doo. Have some mind ups too. Wow. Okay, we're not fully healed. I think this is enough. Ouch. We're playing Lubicon, so we can heal all we like and still heal. Alright, down goes Chaos. Berix finishes with a time of 50 minutes and 2 seconds. Pretty good. Seed was a bit... well, Seed was very generous with early game weapons and mobility. But then the books were in pretty distant areas. So it needed almost a full clear of the castle for both players. Big GG's to Berix in any case. Alright, and looks like Smilefires has forfeited. So yeah, Berix takes this first leg of this best of 3. Still potentially 2 more matches to go. More races, that is. If Smilefires happens to win the next one. Oh, it's too late, yes. Indeed. Let's see if the players want to... Okay, they both want a short break, which is very understandable after this. Maybe they will want to... join us for a short post-game interview. Gonna offer them. Don't go anywhere though, chat, because right after this we get a second race between these players. That might be decisive, depending on who wins it. Should happen in a few minutes. Maybe we'll have a post-game with Berix and or Smilefires here. They want a short break, so should be soon. Stay tuned.